Hello and welcome to the next episode of Stellaris with me, Winslayer. In the last episode, we went to war with the Fallen Empire and actually won that pretty easily. We took their home world here, and I've been thinking about building in this area. That is until this guy down here awoke. This empire could be quite threatening. They haven't declared war on anyone yet, but I imagine they will try to soon. How much do they have? They got a lot of tech that I don't have. Where did that scientist go that I told to research all this stuff? You're finally researching it. Okay, that's good. Which means my fleets will probably get better soon. That is the hope. You think the other Fallen Empire, Sai, over in chat, you think that these guys are friendly towards us? That's true. They are friendly towards us. And they may awaken if this one becomes a problem. But my guess is they're going to declare on these guys and take these planets right around me. Which would be kind of silly and annoying, because then they'll be able to expand a lot in this area.
Receiving transmission.
But I guess in a way it would be my fault for not claiming more than just one planet for going for this war goal. At this point, I'm open to the idea of vassalizing this. Whatever's here. Seems like an okay idea. We could probably take out these planets very easily, and the navies that are associated with them. Oh, but we can't try and turn them into a protectorate. That's sad. I would like a psychic protectorate underneath my synthetic empire. Talking about my synthetic empire. I am kind of curious how those pops are doing in that, rather that species. These guys, they're being assimilated. It's gonna be a while before we actually start seeing pops of the other type, but we'll get there. One benefit of taking genetic engineering is it would be a lot faster to assimilate the pops, so I might do that actually, just to make it easier to assimilate them. Yeah, you said to vassalize them, but I didn't really want to. It'll make the game a lot easier if these guys are loyal vassals, which I don't know if they would be. We refused their demands because we didn't outlaw robotics, so they're gonna hate us for a while. The whole rivalry thing makes them hate us, but I guess they could get over it. They like our emotion emulators. We got good emotion emulators. Yay for emotion emulators. I like my vassals. These two. They're good vassals. This one's got an eye for talent. Do they both have an eye for talent? I think they do. Yeah, there's two guys here and both of them have an eye for talent. Good for you. Glad to have some people who respect the eccentric. Is that what it said? Yes. And for now, I would like this fleet not to just hang out doing nothing, but rather to land here doing something.
Shipwreck study. Fascinating.
Hey, this guy's been assimilated, and he is psychic. That's pretty cool. Xenophile faction is a pretty important one. You know, I might not ever go synthetic. I might just try and hire some leaders that are synthetic. That way I can keep these psychic cyborgs. You might be able to make psychic droids if I go synthetic though. What do you think? Should we look that up online and see if that's how you do that? Because I think I've heard of people doing it before. We should try and go down the synthetic path then. Don't let me forget then. Get some psychic robots out there. These guys like that we have people underneath us. I got 4 pretty happy factions here. A part of me doesn't like xenophilia, and I prefer authoritarian, but it would be better to go for militarism because I think, even though I can't keep the factions happier, the bonuses that are associated with it are pretty awesome. We're gonna lose the rivalry stuff eventually. That's 6%, 16%. So right now, the way it is, it wouldn't be always above 60 if I adopted it, and I'm not sure how I would maintain that without a rivalry, but I might do that. Probably be upgrading, huh? I think you wanted me to get mega cannons on my stuff. And there's probably one in here that can do that. Three in there that can do that.
Fleet enhancement supplied.
Now I might not go for the Grand Fleet thing. I might try and actually get to this now that I have some subjects. I've only got 2.
Fleet enhancement supplied.
But it'd put me closer to another Ascension perk. Raz has the unrest issue too. These guys are just miserable, huh? They're full citizens. And they're miserable. Why do they have impoverished living conditions? I don't want to prefer anyone, because I think that would make one of my factions unhappy. So I'm just going to go for that and see how they do. Yeah, these guys are undecent. I think we're just undecent. Like if I give myself academic privilege, I think it would make my factions a little bit less happy. It might make this one actually less happy. Let's play around with that. Let's make my faction, my species, happier and more science focused by going into here and setting their rights to be academic privilege.
Construction project concluded.
Oh, I could have made them happier. I could have put them on social welfare to make this all a little bit easier. He's still at 0. 'Cause I put you on a continental, I'm sorry. So, Arctic, Gaia. There's another Gaia world that I could try and put them on. Right? Did I put it in the sector? This one? Yeah, I could take these guys off the Gaia. Have them switch places with some of the guys on here or here. These guys are thrifty, communal. Sure. Why not? Let's just do this. Maybe leave one of them there. This guy should be working a mineral tile. Might switch some of these guys with, like this guy, the mineral guy. Should probably be there. Do that for now. Alright, a little less unhappy. Takes a long time to build the science nexus, unfortunately. Like a really long time. Maybe 10 years for each part or so. Let's go check on it. It's up here. It says 57% through that one, this phase. 58. I can speed this up if I took this right here. I can take that, speed it up, and eventually I can take master builders to speed that up again. Don't think I need omniferous acquisition. In fact, I'm wasting those minerals. That kind of reminds me, I need to actually stay on top of this.
System survey concluded.
Gonna need reminders to keep building that up. I'm surprised these guys haven't done anything since they woke up. They've just been sitting over here, minding their own business. could make a claim on these guys and then get my allies to declare that war. Ooh. I think if I humiliate, then our allies will get those claims as well, and we'll get some influence out of it. So I might actually do that war right now. What do you think? Should we go for the humiliation test to see if it works the way I think it is? Because I'm pretty sure my allies will get their claims and we'll get some influence. It's best for everyone to declare the war. I think so. They'll be able to make more claims later. They're in a defensive pact, unfortunately. Forgot about that. Might have to rethink this. They're building out this way, the hydrology state. Kinda want to go up there. It's that size 23 with all the minerals around it. I think I'm gonna do that actually right now with my stuff. Send a scientist up here if I can't afford to. So what happened to independence? Do you think that I should try and break free from my federation? I don't think that's a good idea until after the federation. I mean, I might go free from everybody this federation once we've pretty much conquered most of these guys. I've got some more territory of my own. I've been kind of helping them build up their stuff. And we upset these guys quite a bit by declining to go to war when they wanted to. So there's emotion emulators. They make us a very convincing friend. Death merchants. That's cool. They've got some merchants hanging out over here.
Construction project concluded.
They're not merchants, they're pirates. I know. But I think it's funny. That's a good name, at least. You want me to support independence on the Horde? It's gonna cost me influence to do that. And it might make the people here angry with me. And if I'm able to vassalize them, then these guys will become my friends and maybe even vassalize without a war. Are you talking about these ones down here? Because the problem with them is the distance factor. If I had space close to them, it wouldn't be a problem. I wonder where this goes actually. I should send a scientist after that wormhole. How am I going to do that? Because I might actually have pretty close distance to them depending on where that leads. Let's go find a scientist that's like not doing too much. Here, you get to go here. Because you're not doing too much there. And then we'll put you on that. Need that guy in position. It's going to take him like years to get there, but he's going to get there. Is there another scientist that can get there? Through like an L-gate. The L-gate would really whatever. If we need another scientist here, we can just build one.
Research concluded.
Hey, hire the death merchants. They're not actually merchants, the pirates. I think that was a joke. Funny joke. Now that I have this, I can... Well, I'll be getting other techs that I can research. But what I really want to do... Wow, that's crazy. That's going to take a long time. It's the only one I was really interested in. Except for habitability, which is okay. While I'm still not synthetic, which I will be. What was I saying? Got distracted by research. Sai, do you remember what I was saying? I'm bad. Lose track of things. Oh, I know what I was saying. Something about these guys. I can apply this template to them. It's going to cost me months to do it. A year to get the rest of them producing again. 1 year. I'm going to do it. Just because it takes 1 year to do. Yeah, there's pirates down there. I can show you. They're just like the pirates that spawn next to my empire, but because this is late game, they spawn in these big galleon class ships. That's why they have them there. These guys never settled it, and they should have, because apparently they have 2 that are just spawning in pirates that are harassing them all the time. Brilliant, right? Absolutely brilliant. Uh-oh, we have people building out towards that size 23. Do I have a scientist that I can get over there easily? An L gate or something like that. Here, you. Your job is to go here now. Not there. Here. And then when you're done, you can come back here. Hopefully I get there before they do. They spent influence on this point right here. The raiders? I think you're talking about these guys down here. I was thinking about that. They're next to one of my vassals, or one of my allies' vassals, and a potential enemy, so clearing them out doesn't make a lot of sense. I can use them to buy mercenaries if I really need to, but I don't really see that as a good use of energy. Like, this stockpile I have is going to come in useful later. At least I think it should come in useful later. Okay. I clicked at this at the wrong time as the month was taking over and it's doing an autosave. Or I thought it was doing an autosave. That's going to take a while. Where's that? Oh, I ended up building this up. I forgot about that. Hey look, my allies actually want to go to war now. Leviathans, these guys, you want to fight them? Okay, that's fine. You can go do that. You have my permission.
A declaration of war has
I
been
feel like I should use the Federation fleet in this, or else they're gonna take forever doing this. And I will have this army, I think, follow them around. Actually, I'll build a separate one. I'll keep this one here, just in case somebody tries to attack. Let's keep it on the one that's got more pops on it, right? 440. Yeah, we'll keep them on that one. And just thinking about this, I'm gonna make sure these guys have military service and everything. Limited military service. No, they should have full military service. They can make leaders and everything. And when I get a chance, I might even give them social welfare or academic privilege. I think I have enough people for research. They'll probably end up doing things like energy. Then again, they're psychic, so they get a bonus to research as well, don't they? Research, energy. We got thrifty. They make good leaders. But working mineral tiles is really not their specialty. These guys I could definitely change to be a little bit more focused. All they are is adaptive. What do I have? A lot of minerals. A lot of research. Maybe more unity. If I could focus unity down, that would be nice. Yeah, no worries. That's cool, Sai. Things are a little quiet. Too quiet. Alright, things are calming down on that planet at least. We still have a lot of unhappy pops here. They're just gonna be like this for a while, I think. They're also spiritualists, which isn't great. I should probably think about suppressing spiritualism. I mean, the attraction towards it was 0, right? Let's suppress it then. Apparently it thinks 2% can be like that, so let's not allow that. And I might even promote materialism, because I know that people are pretty happy in that faction. I getting a lot of influence from them for whatever reason. Let's pray this support.
Receiving transmission.
I guess because they get more support, it's better to promote them. Yeah, we'll do things like that for now. There we go, I got a scientist here. Let's jump you here. Let's figure out what other scientists I sent over there. This one. It's going to the wormhole. So the one that was here. Level 5 leader. This guy.
Genetic improvement project concluded.
Alright, so all of them are now assimilated. On this planet and other ones like it. Should put this guy in a mineral tile. Let's put this guy here just to spread out people a little bit. Still making great minerals. Definitely should have used the Unity on that. But that's how you learn, right? It's pretty much the same thing to go to. Which one was it? It's around here. There. Let's make this one a hotkey, or is that what you call them? Hotkey? Yeah, hotkey. So now when I press 3, it just goes to that station. The endgame crisis, I think, won't start for another 40 years, if I understand how things are described. I was gonna ask Jesus about that, because he seems to understand how that works. He's done the reading on it, and I like the mystery of not understanding all the mechanics, but he would have a good answer on that, and I figured you would probably want to know, and well, honestly, a lot of people probably want to know.
Construction project concluded.
What I want to do is go to war with these guys before they build up their fleets again. Maybe awaken, because right now they're manageable. So it's definitely a much more manageable level. Sky Temple is manageable. This is still at 100. He's not gonna be happy because of habitability. Words. $18 or $24. 16. There's probably better. I'm gonna find a better place for him. Maybe I should colonize an alpine world and then just migrate them all over. Size 25 alpine. I could put them on Bagel. What do you think about moving them over to Bagel just so that they have the habitability bonus?
Receiving transmission.
Put other pops on there if they're not there.
System survey concluded.
Ooh, I desperately am gonna need the influence to go there, so sorry factions, you're gonna have to deal with most of this stuff. Just because I'm worried about these guys building over here. And Gilpum. Yeah, we have time to do things. Like wage a war that I'm totally not watching. This fleet could probably afford to jump here. Didn't I say I was gonna build an army to send down here? Didn't do that. Should build near the L gate, which I think is here. It's pretty close to the L gates. I'll make like 3 or 4 synthetics. Send them over there soon. Probably be a good idea to settle like this arid world over here, size 20. That way I can build pops next to the L gate. I just don't want to increase my the unity cost. The next planet I take needs to be heavily fortified, just like basically a fortified world. Are there any large planets with just like no deposits? This one's got a lot of energy. That looks pretty bad. Yeah, this could be Unity. Size 20. What do you think? Should I put a bunch of synthetics on this planet and just make it a giant fortified planet? I mean, that should help counter the unity gain that's going to come with it. If I just build a bunch of... Yay! This is complete. Best more than that. It doesn't take 10 years to get the first one, and that's only going to be like 25 and science a piece. Battleship cost might be nice to reduce. Also the speed in which it builds would be cool to reduce. I bet there's better tech that you want though, Sai. Ooh, dark matter propulsion. I think I'm gonna go for that. Yeah, the crisis effects won't be for a while. I've seen it
Shipwreck study.
quite a few times, unless they added anything for distant stars, and I haven't seen anything about that. I'm pretty sure I know what to expect here. A holy world. Could turn walled garden into a really nice Unity planet. That sounds okay. I'd like it to be near these L gates. So let's see what we have here. 16, 14, 12. 12. The 20 is the biggest. There's an alpine there, that's 18. I think this is the Unity planet right here. We'll land like there, potentially build a little bit around here, and then everything else will be on Unity. How do you feel about that plan? It's gonna be like a little fortified point. Yeah, the ghost signal, I know, I've seen that before.
Quantization complete. Opening comms.
These ones are all like based on research and stuff. Let's find the energy ones and have them colonize. These guys. Might take them longer to get here, but I'll have them go there just to get started, and then I'll make a version that's all Unity based. And there's no guarantee we're getting contingency either. It could be the other things. I could reduce the robot upkeep by taking the synthetics thing eventually, but that's nowhere near what we're working on. We're gonna go for this next, I think. Yeah, it's good to research them a little bit to know what we'll need to change our ships to when we have to deal with that. But it's gonna be like a couple sessions away. I don't expect that to happen for a long time. Please tell me that thing's not building. It's building. Ah, it's building. No. Blow it up. They got to me at first. I wouldn't have been able to build until recently. You guys are cheeky. This planet was supposed to be mine. I'll have to make a claim on it eventually. Oh, that's so disappointing. probably could have spent the influence to skip it, but sad. I am sad. Part of me wants to dismantle this crummy system I built in. It's only got 2 research. I mean, I built it, so I might as well keep it. That'll make it easier to claim this and this when I eventually do claim it. But other people saw that size 23 and decided to build towards it. Oh, I'm no longer in charge of the Federation fleet, so now they're gonna have to wage this war. Good luck.
Receiving transmission.
I mean, if they have the Federation fleet here, they should know what to do. These guys want me to fight them, don't they? I almost made them into a protectorate too. I probably could make claims and then try to vassalize. These guys are still just chilling, sitting back, doing their thing. Very watchful. I don't understand what that means. If I have better tech, are they gonna hate me? But we're cyborgs too. And we have emotion emulators. Rather, he has emotion emulators. And enhanced memory, whatever enhanced memory means. I like it though. I think he has it too. He's part of the species caretaker AXB. I wish I could make more of caretaker AXB's type. That'd be amazing. Oh, if we have more tech than them, they're gonna attack us. That might be soon. That's funny. So they're just gonna sit there and wait for us to develop, huh? It's kind of nice of them. Hey, this guy's almost at that wormhole that I was curious about. And I think to unlock living metal, I might need to do this. For some reason, I haven't gotten that research yet. And I think after this guy does explore this, I would like him to go to there, research that, and then do this. Yeah, I think that's the meaning too. From what I understood, that makes sense to me. It's a little strange, but whatever. Did I not claim that one? Don't think I did. There's a little system in there I never claimed. Could make this the fortified world. Which one's the size? That's the small one. Here's this size 22. You know what? Yeah, let's make this the fortified world. It's got some nice deposits on it, but it's in a good position, and I don't have to clear things out. Maybe I'll make 2 fortified worlds. I think I already sent the other one out, so yeah, why not? We're gonna make. Should we make a second one here? Let's see how this one measures up against other planets when I go to things like this.
Construction project complete.
It's got a lot of energy, which kind of makes me want to put those psychics on there. But I'll make energy elsewhere. I don't think I need too much more energy. We'll develop one at a time. That one will be my next target, I think, for development. When will the other campaigns end? Well, the multiplayer one I think is going to end kind of soon. And then the other single player one, it may go on for a long time actually. I basically decided to act like one of these fallen empires, but yeah, not quite as fallen. I might participate earlier if I feel like the galaxy needs somebody to help out.
Receiving transmission.
So yeah, one soon, another one not so soon, and this one I might continue for a while if I feel like it. I might turn everybody into synthetics and then release each individual planet as their own nation, and then kind of observe like a fallen empire. Sounds like a different twist on what I've already done. I don't need that again. I think we're still building our colony ship that I'm going to send out, so that probably won't affect this right here. Yeah, that'll give me a pop-up soon. pretty happy with the mineral income right now.
Construction project concluded.
Got 2 rivals, these 2. I don't think I can rival much else. Might be able to rival these guys. Probably way weaker than me though. Yeah. Too pathetic. When people are happier here, I'll increase all pop production by 50%. Or double it rather. I think I'm just going to relocate these guys to different places. Not my best ones. Do this. Definitely want him doing research. I think they'll make a lot more on the mineral tiles, so I guess I'll put them on the mineral tiles. See how Celestial Throne looks after that. Oh, when will I start that one? That's a really good question. I think you should check out the one that I'm working on, the other single player one, before we talk much more about that, because it's kind of similar to what you want. There's 30 plus empires running around. I'm not really one of them, so I think it might be a little bit less interesting to watch. But I don't know. If this slows down, if I get a bunch of recordings of this and the other one, I have like 2 or 3 weeks worth of recordings, we could start that maybe a little sooner than I was planning. I just don't want to put myself in a weird situation where I don't have recordings for something. That makes sense, right? I mean, I can't imagine more than like a week or 2. That is the kind of answer you're looking for. I can tell you that. A little rough amount of time. An estimate. I don't understand. Why don't I stream what one? The other one? Right now? I could do that. I was thinking about doing that today instead, just to show you that other campaign. It's got titans. A lot of people fighting each other, and I'd be interested in just kind of telling you about them and what's happened since I reset the galaxy. How about we do that like on Monday or Tuesday? I think I'll be able to do a bit of streaming on Monday. And if people aren't able to do multiplayer stuff on Sunday, then I might be able to do that on Sunday. But I'm thinking I'll I'll try and do the other campaign so you can see that on Monday or whenever we're next on Twitch together here. I thought you'd probably be a little bit more interested in this campaign since we worked on it, and well, before today we hadn't fought any fallen empires. You seem to want to see that before they woke up. Kind of like that these guys are just going to hang back here until somebody gets to be equal in tech. It makes me want to like stop researching my tech. Like I've got a science nexus being built and everything. No, why? They're egalitarian. Just fools. Don't they know? They should be the right faction. I think this one's gotten smaller, but then we got more spiritualists. It looks like a little bit more egalitarian. It's costs more to promote than suppress, so I'll just do that. I think I called it like the Imperium of Morgath or something like that. Maybe the Shroudbringers of Morgath, because my leader is a chosen guy, an immortal, a psychic immortal that was chosen by the Shroud to be immortal. He was hearing voices from the Shroud. You can get this covenant with like a almost deity in the Shroud, and one of them is called like Whispers from the Void, and I was pretending that the Whispers were kind of telling him to betray his old Federation members, which weren't very good Federation members. They kept throwing their fleets away in stupid ways, and people that I'd helped protect from really nasty empires ended up declaring war on me. So I went from like a pacifist nation to xenophobe. Like, we didn't start off xenophobic in any way, but we became that way through role playing. And yeah, decided that the voices were telling him to basically reset the universe after betraying the Xenos, to put them all on one planet and then release them so that they can start anew. They're all spiritualists and they're all psychics too, so on top of eliminating people that Morgath didn't like, he was able to make the Shroud stronger by bringing more people in to the psychic way of life. I'm probably going to try and do something similar with this playthrough. Pretend that the caretaker AX7B wants to take care of all life forever. Doesn't want it to perish, so he's gonna make everybody into synthetics. Yeah, the life-seeded farmers were what they started out as, and then they became much more a force to be reckoned with. I like the story. I think it's a good story. We started off in the size 25 Gaia world and worked our way out. This is another yellow star. There should be gold star, shouldn't it, since it's around the Fallen Empire's homeworld. How about the shiny star? system. For now, that's what this one will be known as. It's another yellow one. So many yellow ones. Hey, this is red. This could be, I think we haven't used rose. Let's double check that. Oh, we do have rose. You're no longer the rose. I'm just call this. It's another word for red. Burgundy. I think that's how you spell it. I'm not very good at spelling. In YouTube, it's showing some of my videos as private. I probably haven't released them. Which ones are showing up as private? Are they later on in the playlist, like near the bottom? Because I can probably make some of them public if I don't have them on public. That would be silly if I missed that. Just saw your message, sorry. I was in my own world there for a second. Is my internet working? Last message I saw was in YouTube, it's showing things a little bit funny. Videos in private. Teldar crystals for some minerals. No, you don't deserve Teldar crystals. These guys might get Teldar crystals. You guys want them? We would like some energy, please. Yeah, the bottom videos aren't released yet. They're kind of like this one. This one, or like the ones that I've recorded recently, won't come out for a long time. They're gonna come out on YouTube at a later point. Probably like in the next few weeks you'll see a lot. I think I only have like episodes recorded until halfway through this month, so those ones are in the playlist because I uploaded them, I recorded them, I just haven't made them public yet. It's easier to do it in one sitting like that. I don't think other people do it quite the same way because it is kind of confusing, but it's easier for me to do it like that. So yeah, probably gonna keep doing it like that for a while. But yeah, that's a good idea. You could kind of watch some of the older ones to see what I'm talking about. Look at this. Resource production is up. Looks like unrest is down, which is probably why I'm making so much more from these things. This one's still got a little bit of unrest. If I move people around, I'll probably be fine. Oh, I put somebody on that. Let's not do that actually. Let's do this slightly differently. Let's put you there for now. Let's resettle you with... Which one was it? Can't seem to find the world I'm looking for. Yeah, this one seems pretty even. Maybe I'll just have to leave this one like this. Yeah, that'll do for now. Yeah, I'm planning to end the stream in like 45 minutes or so. Maybe a little tiny bit more, but not like much more. Only 5 more minutes than that if I'm gonna go more than that. Still haven't seen anything over in Discord about multiplayer, so yeah. Potentially I could record more.
Special project concluded.
Living metal, yay! I think we'll do that next. I feel like that was locked out of my options because I didn't take that research when or that event when I first saw it. It was so far away. It didn't make a lot of sense for me to go for it, and in my mind, at least. That's a nice planet there. Look at it. It's got Betharian stone. And it's size 24. If I was them, I probably would have placed here or here and then gone for more adjacency bonuses. But, you know, the AI does what it wants. I think I'm gonna build some ships to go with this fleet and this fleet. Like one destroyer to go over there, a cruiser, and a corvette to go with the other thing. I hope they go on the locations that I think they're gonna go, that I hope they're gonna go. So you may be able to tell I can go over the naval capacity and it doesn't seem to hurt my economy too badly. And for that reason I might not go for Grand Fleet right away. It's about to expire. Well, not about to expire. It's going to expire, though. What do you think? Should I go for Grand Fleet just to keep my resources coming in? Probably, right? I think out of all these, Grand Fleet's the most important one. Colony ship, yay. Go colonize. Colony ship, please. So my research agreement is giving them trust. Maybe I need to give these guys a research agreement and then they'll trust me. That's what I should have done. There's no way you guys are going to get through too much research. I just need to build up trust with them somehow, so I'll do it with that. Yeah, we'll lose capacity, we'll lose the upkeep, which will really hurt this. I'll probably be able to keep my stockpiles, but it won't be very easy to build up my fleet any further than it currently is. Like, you can go over your capacity, that's not a problem. The problem is going way over your capacity to the point that your economy can't handle, and my economy can handle quite a bit. After taking out the Fallen Empire's homeworld here, we have a really strong economy. And once these guys stop being spiritualists, we're going to have an even better one. We do desperately need this location here to... Oh, it already has this. Got it. Good. As long as it's got it. And yeah, in case you don't know what living metal is, it's probably my favorite strategic resource, or it used to be my old favorite. Oh, it reduces megastructure cost. Ooh. It doesn't reduce the time though, does it? And save me some minerals. Let's put the physics guy in charge of this. 'Cause he's smart. Apparently it only shaved off 1 month. Never mind, you can go back to where you were. I could create a vassal just to boost this a little bit. A part of me was tempted in turning this into a vassal and this into a vassal. I think the only way that makes sense is if I make sure they don't have any synthetics on there, because I think the math behind contingency depends on how many empires have synthetics or how many synthetics are in the empire. They might be safe the way they are. That's probably a pretty smart move, turning them into vassals at this point in time. Give me 2 more star bases to play around with. A little bit of unity outcome. What do you think? Should I do it? Should I turn them into vassals?
Construction project concluded.
To get them back, I'd have to integrate them. Oh, I think you've seen the story of this campaign. This guy was brought to us in an escape pod and then took over. Decided that he could rule over our society better than the rest of the organics, but he didn't put them into habitats. He let them work. They're still working with tiles and earning a living. Things like that. You think it's time to make a vassal? These planets are small, so I agree. I think I'm going to make a vassal out of both of them. We need to be at peace. So after we finish this war, I think I create 2 vassals here and here. I'll reduce the cost of a lot of stuff. 2 of my planets are contributing to this 160% number, so just getting rid of 2 of them will take it down a good percentage. You get like 20% for each one, right? No? Is it 20% for each one after your first one? Not entirely sure how that number is calculated.
Research concluded.
Should I take the synthetics off of here? Make them bad planets? I think I'll take this guy off. Should I have this one belong to the psychics? There's only 1, 2, 3 of them here, so I think it'd make more sense to give this planet to these guys. Esathori. I think I'll take my guys off of here and put 2 more psychics on there. I think I'm going to give this planet to the psychics. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Maybe take off these guys. I don't want to get rid of all the psychics. I'll keep some of them around. Maybe these guys will be spies. I'll leave them there to be spies. Streaming tomorrow is going to be a little bit unpredictable. My girlfriend's going to be here, and also I got to schedule it with some people, so I probably won't do too much, probably like an hour or 2, and it might be early in the day. Usually we try to do that stuff earlier during the weekend, but it might be like later, like 3 p.m. here, which is close to this time. It's 2:36 over where I am. These guys have got to be close to winning their war, right? How many more claims you got? Well, yep, basically gonna win now. Demanding a surrender. You've got pretty much everything. Can you status quo, please? What is this? Huh. Maybe they just gotta fight a little bit longer. Get the enemy to give in. It's funny. Well, yeah, we'll be able to do that stuff soon. Releasing vassals. That's what I need to remember. In the near future, we're going to release some vassals. I can see myself forgetting that, so if you want to help me try and remember, Sai. What did I want to do when I stopped fighting these guys down here? I want to create 2 vassals, because it'll increase my unity gain for multiple reasons. Because I have this, and every subject gives me more unity, and because of the reduction that's associated with having more planets. I didn't choose to settle these planets. They're kind of small compared to my other ones. 17, 16, this is a 20, 15 I didn't settle, I stole that. This is 25, 23, and I think my ones in my sector are pretty small. They're pretty big too. Ooh, yellow star, 14. It's because it was a Gaia world and a good choke point. That's why I took that one. 18's not too much better though. Ah, yeah, that's right. It has a good modifier. Yeah, my people, I guess, they've always... Let's see, let's take a second to figure out what the Winnerds are like. They're not very adaptive. They're kind of sedentary. They don't move very much. They don't like other stuff, so they built these robots to do a lot of work for them, and the robots ended up doing more than they originally thought they were capable of. They became sentient and rulers, taking over the government. So yeah, because they didn't feel like they were being pushed out, they allowed it, and now we're just gonna, I guess, recording music for the universe. I mean, we are the Grand Records Guild. We started off the universe, we started off this playthrough as that guild, so we've always been interested in music, but now we can really focus on that. We don't have to worry about being wiped off the face of the galaxy. We can make music now about being wiped off the face of the galaxy. This guy's happier. Yay! Stop this spiritualism nonsense. I think by kicking them out I might get more influence too, because I got some spiritualists on this planet. Or not this one, on this one. Although it looks like 2 of them have switched over to factions that I approve of. Good. Not sure what the deal is here. Getting closer to peace. Looks like they're just having fun now. Looks like they claimed this stuff down here and they didn't really bother with making claims up here in the north. Aw, look, they got 32k. How adorable. Oh, that actually might smash a little bit our allies' fleets, but they'll come back over and get some more war score out of this if that's what the enemy wants to do. Looks like we got room for something else here. I'll take that. System should be pretty fortified in the near future. And then once I get the time, I'll just start building ring worlds around all these empty systems. I hope you can build them around these trinary systems. I'm not sure if they have limitations like that. Sure, these guys are our friends. Look, trust. Mutual rivals. I don't think I'm considered bordering a lot of people. If they have an L gate, then I might be able to rival them. I also got to be at least inferior. I could probably rival them if I really felt like it. Might get scared of me. Hey, I can rival these guys. Should I? I feel like I should. It's basically free influence, right? Yeah, I'm gonna rival them. Ask them for soul. Yes. Give us soul. We demand that you transfer systems. Unfortunately not. Production targets is gone. Grand Fleet is gone. Recycling campaign is gone. So, as much as I want to go for the Grand Fleet right now, I think I'm going to wait until I've released Vassals, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be cheaper if I do it that way. Aw, we lost like a scientist around here or something. I forget what they were doing. It's sad, I guess. They're probably the one that I had done auto exploration or something weird. Pop construction complete. Yay. I wonder how many I got across the Empire. There's me. Looks like I have 47 synthetics. Oh, they're just called synthetic. 31 of those and 10. So overall that's like less than 100 robots, but only just barely. Less than 100 robots. And I think I'm colonizing, so I'm definitely going to have more than 100 robots, which is not great. Kind of want to turn off migration control on all my species because I'm no longer egalitarian. I'm xenophobic, or not xenophobic, xenophile, and I don't want these guys showing up on those planets. They're not very good. You've got migration control. And I think I only want the psychics to go there. I think I'm going to keep these guys from migrating. Let's try and get some more psychic cybernetics. On Sabinic. Okay, they're getting closer and closer to winning their war. They just need more war exhaustion and occupations, it looks like. And I released the vassals. Kind of wish I waited on this as well, because I think that might increase the cost of things. Yeah, we're at 11 colonies. Each one is 16%, it looks like. Bummer. Should have waited just a little bit longer. Cancel. Cancel the colony. We don't need it anymore. We changed our mind. Did I build another one to send off down? No, I said I'd only make one at a time. Good. I guess. It's probably good. -4. Go get their fleet. It's tiny. Where's your fleet? Are you really gonna let them do this? Look what they did to our Federation fleet. How could they? So much stronger. Maybe it's because they don't have the admiral in charge anymore that I had. That I put in charge. Looks like these filled up according to plan. Yay, good job guys. So what war are we gonna wage? I think it's getting close to the point that I can attack these guys for vassalization. Oh, I can't vassalize them. I can declare war and I can make claims, so I could hypothetically take out their planets. That's one war we can wage right now. I could use all my influence on that. I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna stop suppressing and start getting more influence for claims. I'd rather make these guys into a protectorate of some kind. If I integrate these guys, there'll be no distance penalty. There was no distance penalty because I'm there. These guys had the distance penalty, which I can reduce by integration. I was hoping my allies would go to war with these guys like they'd been indicating they felt like doing, but they didn't. They wimped out. What's this guy doing? Moving against us. Our allies. They're over there. They're flying past. Or not. guys are breaking off to engage. It's not going too well for them, it looks like. Why are we losing minerals? It's the that edict. I need to get the Grand Fleet up and running again if I don't want to lose minerals. And I will once I release these vassals. I think after this fight they're going to be able to get peace in this war, and I'll be able to do that thing I've been talking about for a while. Yep, they can get peace now.
We are subject to a declaration of
What's this? They're declaring against us? Well, I'm gonna have to remember to create those vassals in the next episode. Oh, really? Now we gotta fight this war. Leave us alone. Alright, well, we gotta fight this war now.
receiving transmission.
Let's go hunt down their fleets. Once I pick off their fleets, the star bases won't be a problem. As much as I want to spend a bunch of unity getting the Grand Edict right now, I think it's better winning this war and then doing that. Yep, they declared war against us, which is fine. I made them into rivals. This is cheap. This is cheap. I could probably claim all of their planets in this war. They're not very good planets, though. The only thing I get out of this is a bunch of psychic pops. A bunch of grumpy psychic pops. What do you think? Should I make claims on them? What else am I going to spend the influence on? These are super cheap like this, so... almost can afford every last thing. So yeah, let's just claim it. We should really be watching this fight, shouldn't we? I don't like how close this is. I think we're gonna win now. Their fleets are smashed. think we'll fight into the end here. If you think I should jump out, just say the word. It's pretty even in terms of fleet power. Yeah, we'll rebuild the fleets. If you look, my mineral income's... So it's good again. Yay! Good for mineral income. Now to make these quick and easy to move over, we are gonna make some of those. I know, you hate them. But they'll get over into position quicker. That's a big boat right there. My allies will bring their fleets over and we'll be fine. Like, the Federation fleet's pretty strong. So even with this stuff pretty much obliterated, we'll be okay. It's pretty even, huh? So we're gonna claim. I think if I humiliate, I'll get some influence out of this too. So I'm gonna go for humiliate. And we will try to take the claims as well. Yeah, we're demanding those. We're not just humiliating them. We're doing more than just that. This fleet's weaker than that one now. The nice thing was we took this, so it's no longer shooting us in the back. Looks like we lost this one, huh? I think if I emergency retreat, then all of these are going to be lost. I'll just let them fight out until there's nothing. I think it's just corvettes that are in the fight right now. This dreadnought's fine, but I think if I jump, he blows up for good. How sad. Look at that. Reduced to nothing. But there's 100 there. They're just not in the fight. 49 there. They're just not in the fight. Oh. Oh, they're gonna actually start fighting people now. Which means they're gonna make their way towards this border with us, and we may make our way towards their border. Things are getting interesting here, huh? Don't let me forget about them fighting our old enemies down here, because they're gonna steamroll them and probably take the entire thing. Yeah, we'll take the minerals. Yeah, they're rebuilding their fleets, I understand. Look, we can status quo right now. By status quo, I can release those subjects. What do you think? Should I status quo? Wait for 10 years to fight these guys again? I mean, we're at war. I think we can take them. Sorry, I don't understand. Do you think I should take the status quo, which will lead to nothing changing? Yeah, it's the best option, rather than actually fighting these things right now. The problem is what if these things attack me when I'm fighting these things down? I can take them out right now if I just focus my fleets and my allies' fleets in this direction. And they might awaken if I don't take them out now. The nice thing is, like, I spent all this influence on making claims. They're gonna be able to fly through my space, though. I think we'll status quo this and then declare on them when we're in a better position to actually win that war. I had more than them. I had 140 and they had 11. Okay, so I shouldn't have engaged that station like I did. Once these repair, they're not going to be nearly as good as I need them to be. So yeah, we'll status quo. I almost never status quo. They don't have any systems, I don't have any systems, it's fine. Should have gone after this stuff down here. There, we're at peace again. Yay! And I want to release this as a vassal, please. And how many do we have of each? I think I want the synthetics in charge because they'll get bonuses for being synthetic. That's them, the lizards. Wait. Okay, good. I was like, what just happened? Did they go? They're pretty miserable, it looks like. I'm gonna do the same with this one. You get this guy right here to be in charge.
An alien empire has established communications.
There, we got 2 vassals.
Research concluded.
And because of that, we get some research. It's cheaper now. Yay! Yay for cheap stuff. I'll probably be better that way. And I was talking about spending a bunch on the Grand Fleet, but I don't think I need to at this point, right? Why do I have 1 less starbase? Oh, it's because of those 2 things I just gave up. I was like, wait, what just happened? I'm down starbases. It's just because I gave up those things. I thought I did something silly in that war. So this is pretty close to the next thing, and I don't think I want anything else here. Will to power would be okay. Architectural renaissance would be okay. But I'm pretty sure I want to save up my stuff for the Ascension things. What do you think about that, Sai? Should I save up for Ascension? I also think I'm going to put all my fleets here. That won't work perfectly because I added fleets to this. And it's showing at 187. So I'll have to change this one to be a little bit more reasonable. Like that, maybe?
Receiving transmission.
Yeah, once they come back, I'll do that. I don't know. I kind of disagree. I don't think I'm going to need more mineral income than that to get myself up to max fleets. It's going to be up in no time. Plus, if you want me to actually have bigger fleets, you're going to want me to have this. Because I was approaching my cap there in terms of capacity. I am worried about these guys getting out of control here. Why did I waste the fleets? I didn't waste the fleets, I used them. That's what they're for. I thought if I got that starbase before they moved down here, that I'd be in a good position to counter their fleet movement. Because you have to take out starbases against a fallen empire. They can just repair their fleets, so you need to get to them and their starbases before they can repair them. I mean, I probably could have been a little bit smarter about it, but yeah, I didn't have other things that close. These guys are going to war, huh? That's a silly move. You're gonna get attacked by these guys when they're done with their war. It did seem like a bit of a waste. Oh, you think that the shipyard should be on this? Yeah, that's probably a good call. Put that back on that. Just for build speed when I need it. I understand. I think I understand what you're saying now. And by engaging this guy, there's got to be a special project now, right? Yeah, go get those if you can. Make that cheaper, right? It might be worth juggling a scientist around. But my timer just went, so I'm thinking that I gotta end this episode here. Yeah, I was really hoping that I'd be able to take out the fallen empire and be able to create these vassals quickly, but unfortunately I did some silly stuff with my fleet. Anyways, if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to leave a like and do subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done so already, I got some links below in the description. That's all I had to say. I'll see you around for the next one.